The narrative of Bridgetown is a strong one. Just the name alone, coming from this old Arawak bridge, and then our recent designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We have a very strong history of being innovative.
We're the third oldest parliament in the Western Hemisphere, and we have a strong history. In terms of the Caribbean, we are the only town that is not highly populated.
Because we are small, it is so much more family oriented.
Bridgetown is one of the most accessible and beautiful cities in our Caribbean.
Bridgetown is not a large city, but it is big for those who have limited mobility. The infrastructure is not conducive to them.
Traffic congestion is an issue. Some people believe that it has to do with not a good enough public transportation system.
We have potential impacts from climate change as far as sea level rise.
We need to bring some life and element of vibrancy back to Bridgetown.
Looking at mixed-use spaces, bringing more middle-income housing into the city of Bridgetown in a sustainable way, and combining that with more commercial ventures and things that bring the city alive at night, keep things going after 5 when most of the businesses close down.
I think a good mix of housing would help to improve that social fabric. Reoccupying some of those vacant units. We did the census and we had a very high rate of vacancy. I think once you build that kind of economic infrastructure, we're hopeful then that the social aspects would also then follow. It's waterfront in terms of a natural setting. I think that's very important. We need to facilitate maybe bike paths, walking, street furniture that will be conducive to exercise. But I think as well, we need to basically use what we have in terms of waterways.
I would love to see how technology impacts our culture, our Barbadian culture, our roots and where we come from.
We were, as an island, one of the earliest islands to actually have solar water heating, for example. I think there are potentially a lot of other technologies that can look to solve some of the environmental and social challenges that we're currently facing within the city of Bridgetown.
You have to work with people more. So the planning is of necessity more bottoms up as opposed to top down.
We need to have more data. We have no real information by which to say, here's our baseline, and here's what we want to reach, and here are all the tangible measures between it.
Education, I think, needs to be a part of us building resiliency and having communities, businesses, and civil society all work hand in hand.
Because of challenges such as climate change, we will have to make sure that our policies are flexible enough to deal with that.
Just on the outskirts of the greater Bridgetown area, we have the boardwalk, which is something which was conceived as a method of coastal resilience, and it's now used for exercising. It's a social place. It's a place where people take photos.
I see a Barbados which is truly inclusive, and of course embraces people from all over the world, embraces all cultures, but allows people to innovate and grow.
I would like to see the public transport system improve to the point that it would become the premier choice, complemented by water taxis in place. We were using our waterways a bit more.
I would also like to see more urban areas where persons can sit, relax, have Wi-Fi access.
I definitely see Bridgetown morphing more into somewhere that's not just for businesses, somewhere that's a combination of Barbadians from all walks of life. I see that happening in a way that's uniquely Caribbean and that reflects not only the history but where we're really going in the future.